preparing my comments for tonight. The open meetings law defines a public body as an entity required to conduct public business by means of a quorum, and one that performs governmental functions and carries out their duties collectively. The ZBA and the PD and the planning board are therefore public bodies. But here the issue is not of agendas or definitions of public bodies. It's section 106 of the OML, which deals specifically with minutes and states that minutes shall be taken at all public meetings of the public body. And the law states that minutes shall be available within 2 weeks of the date of such meetings. And even if they are not finalized, they must be published, even if labeled with draft. I also requested, and the clerk complied with my request by forwarding my emails to the chairs of the planning board and the zoning board of appeals, Mr. Robert Van Etten, and I don't know who the other person was, it's not listed in the directory. But Mr. Van Etten receives $2,437 to serve as chairman on the planning board, and his deputy chair receives $914. It would seem reasonable that one of them could respond to a resident's inquiry, but this is at least the second or third time that neither have responded. I don't think I'm expecting too much. I don't think I'm expecting too much to have them answer a simple email inquiry as to, for instance, was anyone recommended to attend the planning board and zoning board of appeals training, or where are your minutes? I'll finish here. It seems that these salaries are indeed poorly allocated and may need some review. I'm done. Can you?
So I'm going to give you a bit of information for the general public, and very much related to your topics here. Where are the minutes? They don't exist. Clearly, as you've well pointed out, is a violation of the open meetings law, open records. And the paradox with topic 3, because some of your FOIL requests have to do with minutes, we are supposed to present and provide documents that exist. We don't provide documents that don't exist. However, we have documents that should exist. And
I think that's called word salad.
You can call it what you will, but it's the absolute truth. I know on a monthly basis, this town board is presented with documents from our planning board, from our zoning board, which we read aloud at our work meetings. And it was, I'm trying to find a way to put this in a fashion. The minutes have not been prepared. I mean, Ms. Downs, I mean, is there some things if you would like to, they've been taped, and we've got 100 and some odd tapes.
Oh, we've got more than that.
Oh, yes, maybe hundreds
Yeah.
that are not labeled. We have no idea the date. When they start the meeting, in contrast to us, when they start the meeting, they don't say, this is November 13th, 2024. We don't know when they were valid for. They are behind as much as 5 years. The minutes have not been done sporadic. There's a couple that exist hither and yon.
There's one for February 8th, 2004.
My point exactly. So that's why I say that these relate. You're asking for something that doesn't exist, and they are a violation of the open meetings law.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. We've even got to the point we sent these out to transcribing companies, and they're fine, except they don't know the name, because they don't even mention and ask people to tell the name of the speaker. So when they put together the minutes, whose name do they attach to this? And of course, board members speak up, and we don't do that here. We don't say, hi, this is Jeff Russo, and the tape will know who we are. Although people will know who we are sometimes. And so that's a major struggle. And I'm not going to kid you that putting together 5 years of tapes that don't even have a label. It's a shameful event.
And Jeff,
Well,
And I've never heard of anything like it.
I would probably concur with you that it's a shameful event, but the law requires that planning board members, zoning board of appeals members receive regular annual training. I think it's 4 hours currently on an hourly basis. That training includes public meetings, public hearings, requirements of the OML,
Well,
freedom of information. I have here a list, 5 pages of courses and available resources on the internet by the Division of Local Government Services of the Department of State of New York. Now, my question is this: if the law requires your people to receive training, and if you're compliant with the law and ensure that these people receive training, and Mr. Van Etten and the other chairperson of the zoning board of appeals, Mr. Van Etten of the planning board, is aware of these problems, then they are complicit in the violation of the open meetings law. And my question would be, and it's a very valid question, is how in hell did this escape attention for, as you say, 5 freaking years?
up to 5 years, yeah. It's sporadic, as I said.
This is absolutely egregious, scandalous, and totally unacceptable. What are your planning board? You have liaison people here from this town board, Ms. Cash and Ms. Sotolano on the ZBA. I think Ms. Downs and Ms. Cash on the planning board. What in the hell is going on here?
No. We are merely in the beginning.
What are your liaison people doing? What are your board chairs doing, for God's sake?
We are in the process.
Don't gavel me. This is an incredibly bad situation.
Stop yelling, if you wouldn't mind. Nevertheless, we are in the process of fixing things. We have been utilizing the services of our town attorney and how to proceed forward. There is one point I'll find that could be of benefit with your list of training. And that would be, I would like to have some focus training as it relates to some of these records and all that stuff, and not just every planning topic that might exist, but those that are pertinent to this void. So,
It's training by
nevertheless.
the Tug Hill Commission on public meetings and OML. Do you know what the Tug Hill Commission is, by the way?
Yes, I do. Thank
Okay,
you.
just checking. I don't want to be throwing things out there and not have people understand what I'm talking about, including comprehensive planning, which is a role of some of the planning board role.
All right.
These are all available. I don't understand why people don't pay attention to them. Okay,
Well,
can we proceed to the next topic? I think
Please.
I've got enough ammunition on that one already.
Well, you've gotten a mission from me. That's a
Yes,
fact.
thank you. I appreciate
I'm providing candor here. Anyway, Carrie.
I appreciate your coming forward with that information and that admission. That takes some cojones.
but it's not even just on an admission, Jeff. I've been in here probably 40 to 60 hours in the last 2 months when it came up. And we've been doing everything we possibly can to get those minutes. Nobody ever thought, every month we get a report. They just didn't say that there was no minutes, because the report we get, we assumed was the minutes.
Yeah, the report speaks of a lot line adjustment
Yeah,
or
it's not just like we have.
subdivision, et cetera, et cetera.
I appreciate that, and you have people on the planning board that have been on there for years and years and years. What I don't understand is when you're paying, say, Mr. Van Etten, over $2,000 to be the chair of that board, isn't it part of his purview to ensure that the board is complying with the law? I mean,
Well,
if they
you're
overlook
going to
this.
ask me to say something specific about a specific individual, and I really don't want to do that.
No.
We have had, just to
You don't
point
have to-
out to you, there has been conversations
We're not making
In-
this at home, we're not, I'm just using that as an
Okay, yeah, we
example.
can't carry on.
Everybody's talking
We
at
can't carry
once.
on, but I will say that there have been conversations about this very topic in executive session as it relates to personnel things that I cannot and shall not disclose. To suggest there's nothing happening is wrong. To suggest it's everything you want, I'm not gonna say it's that either, okay? So, that's all I wanna say. So, topic 5, if you would, please.